even more on a practical level, what are the things that they can do on a daily basis? I mean, instantly as you're speaking, I could think about maybe, keeping up to date with, the trends by reading some news articles and so forth. But what do you think are, a couple of things that individuals can do on a daily basis?
Okay, so let's go through like 2 or 3 more concrete steps, right, that somebody could do perhaps this weekend.
Right.
One first step would be stop, sit down,
Mm-hmm.
and I with a pen and a paper, map out your organization, your industry, right? Do a
Mm-hmm.
little map and then
Right.
extend that map out. What are the other things outside of your industry
Uh-huh.
connected to it? Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that's step one, right? Step two then is take that, and whether it's your RSS or your social media feeds or however you get your news, alter that, modify that to now look specifically, find news sources, information sources, leading thinkers in those outer areas on your map, right?
Mm-hmm.
Set up your feeds, set up your daily morning news
Mm-hmm.
so that that's the stuff you're starting to get, because you want to get out of just looking at your normal industry management stuff and you want that broader view.
Mm-hmm.
Start pulling that stuff in. And then your third step is then, especially today, every week, every couple of weeks, you sit down, and it doesn't have to take long. You sit down and you start to scroll back through the things that you've seen, right? The things that sort of captured you. And you start literally on paper, you start playing with, well, if A and B come together,
Uh-huh.
what would that mean for us, right? If
Mm.
D and E come together, what does that mean for us? And you really just sort of start mind mapping that stuff. That's very simple stuff that most people can do tomorrow.
Right.
And that's in a very real sense, that's a very basic version of what we do with the other frameworks and things. Is
Right.
that
Yeah, yeah, that's a very tangible advice. I know that the audience will really appreciate that advice that you have provided. So just kind of recap that, then, you really sit down and trying to understand your own industry, the industry that you are in, and also think about the other industries, right, in conjunction, right, in a way, how my industry and other industries are related and what are some of these impacts that you see. And then you're trying to really, feed yourself, right, with, the articles and all these latest ideas and trends, and really trying to kind of fill that in of what you have identified, the trends that you've identified, and try to validate it, isn't it? And then the third step is going to be really understanding the impact, right? Maybe the one bubble that has one trend and the other a bubble that has another trend, when they come together, how that's going to really impact me. Have I gotten that right?
absolutely perfect?